I am really happy to be here with you today to kind of give you a little bit of an update on some of the activity of the Governor's Drought Task Force, and to talk a little bit about specifically some of the impacts that the drought is having throughout our state. So the Drought Task Force consists of multiple agencies, all the cabinet level agencies that are cabinet for the governor, and supporting agencies and departments that convene weekly to address what the challenges are that the state faces. We meet with all different stakeholder groups and levels of government. The reality is that when you look at all of our major reservoirs and the precipitation levels, they are at zero. I mean, the precipitation levels are at zero. And we're trying to maintain our reservoir levels by really encouraging, one, the use of conservation on the part of the public, and two, some of the tough decisions that the State Water Resources Control Board and the Department of Water Resources has made. You'll hear a little bit about that in Bill's presentation on curtailing water allocations throughout the state. Part of the new executive order included a enhanced effort on water conservation and mitigation of loss of water programs from throughout the state. And part of that included directions to the State Water Resources Control Board, imposing restrictions, as well as to the Department of Water Resources to work with local agencies to replace turf within the state, to the California Energy Commission to implement limited, time-limited appliance rebate programs so that we could get more efficient toilets and washers and this type of thing, and to the Water Board to work on irrigation, and also to our communications folks working with water districts and cities and counties and the private sector on a campaign to make sure people understand that this is probably more of a new norm. The executive order also talked about an increased enforcement against water waste, and there are a number of actions that will take place with that. The Water Board will be the lead agency in that, and making sure that there is a enforcement program to make sure that mostly residential users, but all users are managing their water allocations appropriately. And there are a number of issues. One important one to mention is the agricultural water suppliers that supply water to more than 250,000 acres shall include their required 2015 water management plans, a detailed drought management plan that describes the actions and measures that they will take during the drought. So there are some things to try to continue to address. All the sectors have been impacted by this. The other points is a significant investment in new technology, research and development, and a streamline in our government response to ensure that all levels of government are operating on the same cylinder. So some of the emergency operations that are happening is that we are working on programs with the Department of Housing and Community Development to provide temporary assistance for those persons having to move from housing units. I mean, you can only live in a home with no water for so long, even if we're delivering water, and it becomes a real health and safety problem. So in some homes are having to be red tagged. We have been providing emergency food aid, rental assistance, and utility assistance through funding that has been made through allocations in the legislature and approved by the governor. Currently, we've got over 1,800 dry wells that are supposedly supposed to be serving homes in the state, and the number grows daily. And a lot of those are right here in the Central Valley. Currently, we have 24 counties that have declared local states of emergencies, and that has included 9 cities and 9 tribes and 12 special districts. All of them facing very dire water. We have done things like emergency water interties. We've worked on consolidation of water districts from mom and pop shops to more robust systems. In the case of the Central Valley, we have been delivering bulk water each and every day. We're putting 1,500 gallon tanks on people's homes and working to fill those tanks in a more sort of a long-term effort, but we are delivering water, and Department of Water Resources is working to help drill some additional wells to build capacity, particularly in the Tulare County area. And we've put up some central shower facilities and laundry facilities to help folks cope with this on a day-to-day basis. So there are a number of things going on. I just kind of wanted to really touch the surface to explain to you that it is a situation of all hands on deck.